Hello guys, welcome back to Turnabout Bloodlines, part number 4. If you have not seen the last 3 episodes, I do suggest that you go back and watch them. You will then know what has happened in the past. But, if you want to continue from here, you may. Now to recap on everything that's happened. Spoiler alert. Luke Atme has been murdered. Francisco Von Karma, suspect. And now we're just trying to figure out who it is. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but it's way too much. We are currently at Atme Mansion, and we're about to talk to Grace. We have a newspaper article, which is about the death of their mother, Miss Atme, when she was 27. Now, I know this is kind of a jump here, but look at him. He seems like he's like, just why? He just kind of like, I don't really care. She doesn't look so upset, but he looks really upset. So I have a theory. I don't know if this is going to be right, but I think that little innocent Grace here, is my microphone actually on? Yeah, my microphone's on. Oops. I think she's the one murdering. So we're going to talk about court today. Listen, I'm really sorry for what happened earlier today. It's just, Star's innocent. You have to leave me. He would never do something so horrible. I couldn't help but try to help him. But I should have lied. I'm sorry, Grace. I understand, but you wanting to protect your brother, but what did you premeditated? Yes. Yeah, yes, it was. If Star is so innocent, how do you know he'd fall under suspicion? He told me that he thought he might be accused. Now, why would you think of a thing like that? I don't know. He just said that he was feeling he couldn't shake. A feeling, right? I think I want to hear more about Star. So, Atme Family Mansion. Can I talk to you? No. Move. Criminal Affairs, Grace's room. So let's... Can I examine any more? Pretty flowers. You two make such a good couple! You two are so cute together. Pearly, look. Pearly, look! At what you started. Now she's on it, too. Now who's turning bright red? Very comfy looking bed. Looking at her bed now. Are you, Nick? You better not be getting ideas. Will you shut up about this already? Don't yell, Mystic Maya. How could you be so mean to someone so special? This poster. It looks kind of familiar for some reason. Wait a minute! This is the same poster we have in my office. The first movie that ever made Maya cry. Mia? I haven't watched it myself recently, though I thought it was terrible, but that's neither here nor there. I always loved this movie, ever since I was a little girl. Oh, me too! Me and my big sis watched this every night growing up. Maybe it's just a chick flick. So, present... So, this, huh? Yes, the first article to come out about it, that accident. It's a memento for her, to make sure we never forget her. Once this case is over, please give it back. Don't worry, we won't be keeping it away from you for too long. So, can't talk about anything else. So, move. Atme Family. Guess I should try and present that. Do you have anything to say about this? Afraid not, sir. Although, you're after affidavit. I'm your man. I can't do the voices anymore. I'm sorry if some of you actually enjoyed it. You probably all cringed. So, let's just go. So maybe present the will. Do you have anything to say about this? Yeah. So maybe detention center. Stop wasting my time. So maybe Grace's room now. So, examining. Work today. Stars ring. Why is all that highlighted up there? So maybe I can examine around here. Is there any particular reason there's a motorcycle hanging from the ceiling? Well, you see, apparently Sir Luke tried to learn how to drive them. Thought it would get people's attention, but he never could quite master it. Couldn't get the balance down, or actually, it had more to do with his coattail getting caught in the tailpipes. What, you're saying that he even dressed like that when he was riding a motorcycle? Looking cool could not... Not that you know! I heard that! Anyway, I wish to return it for fear... He didn't want to return it for fear of the motorcycle dealer mocking his failure to master it. And he didn't want to go to waste either, so he used it as decoration. Okay. Nothing to be a douchebag about here. All of our place. The children told me a story about this once. Did they know? Yes. One day, when Star was but a small child, he looked up above the chimney to the sky. Sir got the better of him, he decided to try climbing it! Sounds like a young girl would do, Maya. What? No, I would never do something so childish, Nick. Says the girl who went digging for treasure outside a prison building 3 days ago! I'm sorry, that's really funny to me. But the book seems so sure it was there. Of course, everyone would ask that he not attempt to climb it for fear of his safety. But he paid no mind. Day after day, he tried and tried again, getting closer and closer each time. Till one day he fell quite a long way down, broke his arm, yet he never had been more proud of himself, for it was the day he finally reached the top. Oh no. Don't you go do that, Pearl. Wait a minute. So, I don't exactly know what else I need to do. So, I know I need to be here for some reason. So maybe I can present stuff. So I'm going to... So I really don't know what else I need to do. Can't talk about anything else. Well, Grace, would you happen to know anything about this? Oh, no, she doesn't. Stop making her feel bad. Yes, I know. I just love that. Nothing to be a douchebag about here. Okay, so I don't know what to do, and I apologize. I have to look this up quickly. So I don't know what I was doing. The next thing would take me somewhere else, so I'm going to present stuff to him. Should you take a look at this, detective? Sorry, there's nothing I can do. Feeling unknown, I don't want to admit it. You can present her. Okay, so... Wait, what was he saying about that? Doing he said... Although if it's an edit you're after... Okay, so... I really don't know how to go about the next bit. I can skip to number 3, but it never makes it clear. It just doesn't make sense to me. Man, go to the criminal affairs and examine here. Ah, the chief detective. Good afternoon, chief. Why, good afternoon. Meddling with lawyers and performing illegal searches? How may I help you? I'm just here to talk to someone we know. Say, chief, what's with the poster of the woman on your wall? What? Sometimes a guy gets lonely. Ooh. Nothing. Oh. Try one of those. Why, they'd never let you use one. Oh, come on. It's just a minute. They won't see me. What the? What did you do? Nothing. I just typed in a few keys at random, and it went to a weird blue screen. Sorry about that. We had to cut some costs recently. We're using an older model right now. Let me look. What? Windows 98? Windows 98? Okay, so I don't know what else to do. I'm probably gonna cut over to number 3 because I can't get anywhere. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, I know you don't like me going back and skipping the court cases, which I don't want to skip the court cases. It's just the videos won't go anywhere, and I can't. No one's made videos on this one before. I'm the first to ever do it. So I can't find a tutorial so I can look it up. And the way this works, there are no instructions. So let's just begin. For the Wright Turnabout, first step, save and not play 1 and 2, please do that. Thank you for giving this child a chance. Enjoy. Oh, we're in court. Oops. You're looking at a free man. I'm once again free to do whatever I please, which includes testifying about that awful murder I was unfortunate enough to witness. What that means is, if he was sitting where he claims he was sitting, Red White could not have possibly seen my client. I guess you were prepared to testimonies at once. These things will happen from time to time. I'm sorry, I just threw you all into something. I threw myself into this. Oops. The sincerest apologies. There were some things in that testimony that I mixed with another. And I'll say it again. Lies beget more lies. So, Mr. White, I have but one more question to ask you. If your testimony is the truth, then why the hell is the murder, weapon not in the courtroom right now? Portsman. Yes, very nicely played, but I'm afraid there's just one itty-bitty thing you said that was a bit off the mark. You know, you said that Francesca had no time to hide the murder weapon. Sorry, but you were wrong there. That's right, for it's the prosecution's theory that was hidden in this very courthouse. Heh. This is a theory of yours. It's very nice, I must admit, but it it occurs to me that it completely contradicts my memolections. Sorry to say, Mr. White, but your memolections as put are no longer in need. What do we have? Look at me's history of something. Jobs. Professor, photographer, 2002 to 2003. Hotel manager, stuntman, composer. Wow. Oh, like the music's dying. Upper deck seating. F is for Franziska, I believe. Seeing for Charlotte the Corey Gout House printed out by Grace at me, or a place where Franziska von Carmen was set is marked with an F. I'm afraid that you have quite simply outlived your usefulness to me. What? How dare you? Oh my gosh, this is so cringy right now. I haven't gotten into a court case, and I'm doing this, and it's really cringy. It's not cringy, but it's like cringy enough for me, especially with the music. What? How dare you? Who are you to say such things to me? Me of all people. Why am I doing voices? You vile man, you haven't seen the last of me. As I was saying before the interruption, this trial shall now undergo 1 hour-long recess to allow the police to investigate. If there are no further objections, court is adjourned! Oh. He did it. Oh gosh. I just hopped into this, and this was the stupidest thing I've ever done. It's been 5 minutes since the judge declared recess, but the suspense has already created an uncomfortable atmosphere. As we can plainly hear, the police have already begun investigating in near record time. I say speed in getting here was due at not being an urgent call from the judge. Personally, I think Portsmouth had them queued up to investigate this morning. Gosh, what are they doing? Are they investigating or just ransacking the place? Making so much noise and tearing up the courthouse. How barbaric! I don't try to do her voice. I bit my tongue. I'm not touching you that one with a 49.5-foot pole. What about a 39.5-foot pole and 39.7-inch pole? The Portsmouth, how dare he act like that? He'll rule this day. Maybe it's his job I should be taking instead. Just think of it, Red White as prosecutor, sending whoever he wants to prison. Splendiferous. You? Well, if it isn't Mr. Wrong. I was hoping I'd see you. I was hoping I'd see you too, so I could rip you apart myself. Well, aren't you just charming as ever? But, Mr. Wrong, there is something I simply must tell you now. What you've done to me will never be forgiven or forgotten, and you will pay. What have I missed? What I did to you? What I did to you? You have some nerve saying that to us, you sleaze. Wow, this got really dark and gritty. What have I missed? This is basically if you had time travel and you were trying to skip ahead to do something. This is what time travel would be. Well, it's the truth. 3 years ago, you put me through a most humiliating. I have never. What the heck? These are poorly worded, I guess. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? What? I didn't quite catch that. Experience. One more time. Experience for the love. Open your ears, man. Oh well. If you could do me a favor and save this pretty little revenge trip for some other time. Oh, but I've already begun getting my revenge, Mr. Wrong. What do you mean? You do recall me saying that I paid off all my debts to become a free man again, yes? More like cheat the system to escape the law. But yeah, what about it? Well, I'm not only one of those debts paid off. Excuse me? I also paid off the debts for Damon Gatt, Richard Wellington, Ina Meany, De Vesquez, and well, pretty much everyone that was caught thanks to you. What? Why? What possible reason would you have for doing something like that? Oh, let me see if I can dumb my Reb students down enough for you to understand. I did it just to mess with you. So you see, Mr. Wrong, I'm very serious about this. You will regret ever crossing me. And there it is. I beg your pardon, but I never beg to anyone, regardless there it was. Your motive? For what? For the murder of Luke at me? When you, of all people, barged in and started spouting lies, I couldn't help but wonder why. The obvious assumption is that you were a real killer trying to frame someone else. Why would I? What reason would you possibly have for killing Luke at me? I can't figure that out why. But now it all makes sense. I don't get it! Ah! It was you, the one who planned that prison break. To break yourself out, then you, but not only your freedom, but everyone else's, to get back at me. But things didn't go without a hitch, did they? You asked Luke at me to assist you in your escape, but he turned you down. He was looking to start again, redeem himself, and become a hero. And how would he do it? By ratting you out, right in the middle of the trial, and getting you sent right back to prison. And you just couldn't let that happen now, could you? He was about to do it, just about the world know of your guilt, when you did it. You shot Luke at me, leaving 2 children orphaned, and Franziska to take the blame. That's it, isn't it? While you're here, trying to make sure Franziska gets convicted. Don't try and hide your lies from me, White. Well, am I right? It seems your imagination is just another active ever. Mr. Wrong, words! His dialect is so bad. I'll have you know, I'm absolutely innocent as far as the murder of Luke at me goes. I interfered with one of these proceedings today purely out of spite and nothing else. What? No, this can't be right. Mogatom, there's no response. Well, if you're done wasting my time, Mr. Wrong, I must be going now. Huh. Can't believe this. Nick, are you alright? You look pale. According to the Mogatama, Red White isn't guilty of this crime. Here, I thought I'd been able to make sense of it all, but it seems I was wrong. You're positive he didn't do it? You two! Inform me of what you're talking about at once! This is a Mogatama, a charm that has been passed down through the Fae family. It's power to see secrets that lie in people's hearts. With this, you can see things all psych logs up that psych logs to come up whenever someone tells a lie. I used it on Red White just now and nothing came up, which means he was telling the truth. Well, it doesn't mean that he has nothing to do with the case. He could have simply paid off someone else to commit the crime for him. Maybe there are simple ways to get past this device of yours. Maybe. But if the case, who was it? Does he really have anything to do now with the case? I just don't know. Oh, what? That was in her dialect. Come on, Nick. If we don't look so out of it, just because he didn't do it doesn't mean you can't find the real killer. You always do. Thanks, Maya. But it's not just that. Did you hear what he said? Everyone who's ever found out by me is now free again. The 3 years of work I've put in trying to help this district and all undone in a single night. Nick. I'll be pausing it there. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below, and I hope to see you all later. Goodbye.